Good morning, David Abraham. Hope everybody's doing well. May God be with you and your families. May your thoughts be positive. May the spirit of prophecy and revelation be upon me. And may the spirit of truth flow from my words, and that you may feel the energy according to the spirit. Now, this is my video channel for inspired thoughts and words and inspiration and information into what's going on behind the scenes on certain issues. Now, I do not know what I'm going to talk about yet, but I feel the impression to make a video. So I start making the video, and I wait on the inspiration, asking for the spirit of prophecy and the spirit of revelation. But anyway, I mentioned I'm David Abraham, and I think it's October 19th or 20th, 2022. And a lot of people are talking about there's some big things coming. We're not going to have the election and all that. I don't know. The election integrity in this country is pretty severely damaged, that's for sure. Here in Georgia, you know, we had, this is the state that changed things. The Senate, both senators were cheated in. Neither one of them won the election. I do know that. How do I know? The light knows. The universe knows the truth, and that's what's important. You got to remember that you can't hide truth forever. You can masquerade it, pretend it's something that it's not, and say it's this, say it's that, but the truth of the matter is, love and truth are the most two powerful things that you can bear in your heart and share. The more you share in love, the more you receive in love. And the more you receive attacks, the darkness does not want you to share love. And that's what you got to do. You got people out here in the world who think that, oh, you know, I've got this, I get away with anything, you know, and nobody catches me, and all this kind of language, and that's pretty much foolish. But let's go a little deeper today. Let's talk about something that really matters, and that's your sovereign divinity, who you are. And I've talked about this probably 100 times in several videos. And when you start recognizing and becoming aware of your true potentials, now, that sounds, yeah, we hear that from everybody. No, that's not what I'm trying to get at. It's knowing things that you don't know. I don't know even know how to say it. You don't know what you don't know, and that's the thing. So you got to start pressing into that unknown area, the fog, as it were. Press into it, start experimenting with your words, and see with intent, asking for guidance and knowing truth. Now, if you ask for truth and understanding of what's going on behind the scenes, it's not going to come in a flash. It's going to come a little here and a little there to see how you handle the truth. For those who are asleep, especially those in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, many of you are waking up now. You're seeing that the church is corrupt and has been since the beginning. Although they've done lots of good for things, they've helped people get their lives and paths straightened out, but there's, you know, it's a cabal organization. It's designed to, the darkness was here first on this planet. Darkness was here first. That's right. We were sent into this earth to deal with darkness and learn how to understand the power of ourselves, the power of God, which you are God, okay? I am God. I know who I am. In fact, my wife the other day, she says to me, she says, you say things and it happens. She goes, how? Well, I know who I am. I have no special powers that no one else has. I'm no different than you, okay? But if you're watching the news or you're listening to someone, anybody, family member, friend, associate at work tell you can't do this, and you let that settle in you, then you won't be able to believe in it. You've been tainted by dark energy. And that's how it works. It's all about keeping you from being aware of who you are. And you are a powerful, powerful being. One person of light, knowing who they are, aware of who they are, knowing the potentials. You're an old soul. I'm a very old soul. I've been here thousands of times, and I mentioned that in one other video, but these videos are not about me. I've been given an assignment, and I'm carrying out that assignment according to the spirit of prophecy and revelation to help my fellow man learn about themselves, learn who they are. We got the Bible out there. It's a good guidepost and talks about some wonderful things. But you know what? The Bible was originally written to help us to find God within ourselves. It became a thing for religion, and God is against religion. He doesn't accept a religion whatsoever. All God is, and all you need to know about yourself, you are God, and therefore you are love. And when you abide in that love, and you seek to know, and you ask in faith, yes, but ask knowing that God knows all things. You know all things. You know that, well, you know what God knows, you just don't know you know it. How do you access the information? You start exercising truth and love. Those two things there. Cleaning your life up a little bit, making adjustments. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have that perfect day in and out. You're not going to have them. Jesus did that. He paid the price for perfection. But the important thing is the awareness. He was trying to teach awareness. Know ye not that ye are gods? I've said that 100 times on video. And people, oh, that's blasphemous. Oh, no. I am that I am. I'm part of the consciousness of God. And so are you. My energy is sourced from the source. You call it God. These bodies which we have now, this is something the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints teaches, that your body of flesh and bones will be resurrected and become glorified. I firmly believe that. Now, reincarnation's been going on, and so how do the two mix? Well, once a planet ascends, reincarnation into third dimension is not going to happen. It can't, because the energy doesn't match. The vibrational frequency does not match, and that's the whole thing. You match the energy that you put out. It's just that simple. You send out love, you get love back. But it goes a little deeper than that. The way you're thinking, the way you're, when nobody's looking, what are you talking about? What are you thinking about? What are you desiring to know? And it's those quiet moments where you can change your world. You can help others. Anyway, truth and love is the only thing. Don't watch I haven't watched the news in so long. Half the time I don't even know what day it is, and it's irrelevant because it's now. There's no past, no future. Although there is a past and there is a future, but we make it as we go along. Now, if we're on a timeline, let's just talk about this real quick. If you're on a timeline of truth and ascension, you'll get the energy. You'll feel like a couple days ago, I just felt good all day, and I didn't do nothing, but my heart and my path is truth and love and light. And so that gives off a signal straight up. The spiritual entities, God, sees all that, and those who are agents of God see all that. Darkness will flee, and therefore the energy of light force will flow into you. And you'll learn things and understand things you didn't know you knew or understood. You'll learn it, and it'll become part of you. Then you progress to the next level. Now, we're in a 5D is manifestation power. Now, I'm still living in a 3D, 4D world, but I'm experiencing 5D reality while living here. Power manifestation, spiritual energy. You meld the spirit with the body. You make the body and the mind not afraid, doubt not, fear not. Jesus taught that, doubt not, fear not. Why is that so important? Because that's how the energy works. If you have any fear, it will not work within you, because it's a vibrational frequency that doesn't match up. And that's the whole thing. Frequency needs to match up with what you're trying to acquire. You can be in 5D right now. I am, okay? I'm no better than you okay? But I know who I am. I'm aware of all the potentials. I'm aware that I'm God just like you. Are you aware that you're a sovereign divine being? What does that really mean? You need to forgive yourself for mistakes you've made. I've made my share in times 10, you know. Being here so many times, I have mastered duality, mastered inspiration. Those are my two numbers, 11 and 22. Also, 444 is ascension. Now, it's never been told me, but when you have the 44 combination, if it's anywhere in your life as far as birth or your name, and you take the letters and add them up, and you keep adding them until they either go to a single digit or to double digits that are the same number. And so double digits, 1 and 1, my first name, and then 22, my birth date. So those are the two big ones. Tells me who I am a little bit about myself. Then I got told in a prayer, and it was a video, but I didn't post it. I've ascended many times. I'm like, wow, that's pretty fascinating. I just found something I've been looking for over here. These little guys right there. Those right there. Those are my snips. Working on my pool action here. See, I'm getting it done. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty awesome. You know, I'm doing all that. I dug it all out by myself. I did that in 2 weeks. I think I had divine help one night. I woke up, come out here, the pool was dug pretty much. I'm like, who dug the pool? Because I didn't remember doing it. But I did it. But I know I got divine strength to do it because, you know, at 60 years old, and I'm 61 now, I dug that pool at 60. Started digging it. It was just a piece of ground, and used to hate cutting that grass over there. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Awareness and potentials, truth, and love. That's you. That's us. The light is already won. It's the matter of who's going to pick this part or that part. The dark energy is still here to tempt you because you want it, okay? Your desires is what keep the dark energy alive within you if you're having any kind of issues. But if you've mastered everything and you're ready to ascend, okay? Ascension's going on right now. Individuals are ascending. I know it. I'm not seeing anything. But when you're connected to God, you're connected to the oneness. And I've talked about this a long time ago. It's important to remember, always remember, the oneness of God, which is the most... That's the way you incorporate God into your being, is to have that oneness. You just, I am God, and you accept it, who you are. Know who you are, and exercise those principles. Well, I hope you're blessed. I hope that you're growing and learning. Nasara Jasara is in play. It's been in play for several years now. Sometimes on your receipts from electronic services, you'll get not a dollar sign, but another symbol that's in front of the amount. And I've seen it a few years ago. I didn't understand what it was. I just thought, well, the printer's messed up or whatever. But it wasn't that. It was the Jasara Nasara has been in effect for several years. It just hasn't been fully implemented in every aspect, but that's about to occur. Now, I don't think it's going to occur before the end of this year. Now, some people say, well, and it may. It very well may. But, you know, there's things that have to happen. And people put out these dates, and those are all... Those are all erroneous dates. There is no date set for when it's going to be fully implemented and announced on mainstream media. Mainstream media is controlled by the white hats, allowing the dark energy to show just how we call it the normies. I'm not one of the normies, but anyway, it's the mainstream media is controlled by the white hats, and they do that. They control all of it. They tell those who are involved in the mainstream media, just be who you were supposed to be, only add a little more to it. And so they do. Why is that? To wake people up. To wake people up. And once everybody is aware, and this is the final part, and I hope you stayed with me. This is it. If you're aware of the final of where we're at, and then we're at the final push for separation of light and dark. And if once you become aware and understand that, then you are ready to ascend. That doesn't mean you're going to ascend this week or next week. It could, but the point of the matter is you have to display patience beyond your measure. You can't complain. Don't complain. And if you do, say, no, I'm just kidding. I don't really mean that. But your true intention is what controls what happens to you. Your true intention on anything. So if you've got smiles and you've done all these kinds of things to people and you're still smiling, you stand at a pulpit or you stand at whatever it is, and you've done anything with intent to harm another in any form, you have damned yourself beyond measure. Your awareness is not there. God be with you.